Morning everyone, I'm stopped on the side of the road because it's a single lane road and there's a big truck coming through, and it's always safer to just pull over and let these big trucks have the main part of the road. You know, it saves you getting broken windscreens and him or her, whoever's driving the truck, having to, you know, try and negotiate a four-wheel drive. Alright, heading back onto the road. This is country living. Always put safety first, especially when you're driving down one-lane roads all the time, and a lot of the back roads in the Wimmera region are one-lane roads, and you know, always give way. And if you're not comfortable driving country roads, get off the road and give the other car coming through space, or truck or tractor, whatever it is, just give them space, because you know, who needs to die young, or who needs to have an accident or have a run-in? You know, just practice sensibility when you're driving on the country roads. Just coming into kangaroo and wallaby territory here, so I'm driving nice and slow, especially at this time in the morning. They're usually out and about somewhere around, pretty close to the road, and through this thick tract of bushland and the bridges, they're usually up around about the bridge, so I'm just going to take my time and keep an eye out, because I don't need a prang with a kangaroo or a wallaby, and I don't like hurting animals, so you know, driving through nice and slow, keeping a good eye out, is what I usually do, especially in this particular area of heading into town. And I might add, they come out pretty fast, so they don't give you a lot of braking speed, and that's also why it pays to drive nice and slowly through this section, you know, at dawn and dusk. This little open strip we're just coming to now is usually where they're hanging around, feeding on the grasses at this time of the morning. I can't see anyone this morning, which is good. Better to be safe than sorry, I say. In the winter time, these bridges can actually flood out, even though they're raised up off the ground a fair bit. I've been times where I've driven through here where it's just starting to flood, and pretty hairy. Kangaroo zone and back into the fields of the Horsham Road, and hopefully we might see the mountains this morning. Can't guarantee that because there seems to be a lot of mist around, which is really pretty. Enjoy the scenery. There's always something to see up this way. A lot of people have the idea that wheat belt regions are just dry and arid and boring, but I tell you, they're absolutely beautiful. We have everything around us up here. We have lakes, vast tracts of land, dense bushland, national forests. In the background, behind the fog there, are the Grampian Ranges. There's so much to do. It's just a beautiful location, and it just changes so much at different times of the year. And I love it. We just really love living here. I can't imagine ever wanting to live anywhere else, you know. day. I might add we live in rural Victoria, up near the Grampian Ranges in the Wimmera region. We're about 40 k's east of Horsham, surrounded by lakes, massive fields of grain, sheep, occasional horse stud. Really is an ideal place to live. The weather's pretty good most of the time. I mean, it's pretty predictable most of the year. We have this period of time tends to have little wind. For about a month we get a period of time where there's just moderate temperatures, a bit chilly in the morning, no wind around, and just beautiful sunrises and sunsets. The scenery is constantly changing. We're getting closer to Taylor's Lakes at the moment. And I might give you a bit of a look before we head into town of what the lake looks like at this time of the morning. Alright, just heading into Taylor's Lakes on the southern side at the moment. We usually fish on the northern side, but the southern side here is where all the campers like to visit and stay. It's a bit of a bumpy ride, people, so sorry about the camera bouncing up and down a bit. Here at Taylor's Lake, going straight into the sun at the moment. I'll go slowly around. I don't have a lot of time today to stop and meander because I've got to get into town, but I thought I would show you what Taylor's Lake is like on the southern side in the mornings. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a large lake, great for fishing, camping, boating. There's spectacular scenery. In the background there, I don't know if you can see, but the Grampian Mountains are coming up. I'll get up a bit closer. See if I can zoom in a bit. Alright, I'm just zoomed in to give people a better look. Again, sorry about the jerking, but I'm on an old gravel road. It's full of bumps. I'll stop in a minute so it doesn't bump so much. Absolutely beautiful. Taylor's Lakes, first thing in the morning with the Grampian Mountains in the background. This is the perfect time of day. The sun's going to be very bright in a minute. I'm just going to swing it around. Hopefully the sun doesn't blast it out too much. I can hear some campers in the background. I better head into town. Done my bit of sightseeing for the morning. And it's time to get myself organised and do what I came in to go and do, which was to do a little bit of shopping and then get home. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this scenery. Back on the road towards town now, and like I said, every part of this road there's something to look at. Tough bend, and you can't always see who's coming around the other side. We're heading up into another little bush area where kangaroos at this time of the morning are well known for hanging out. So again, I practice the safety factor, stay nice and slow, keep my eye out, and hopefully there's no kangaroos about to jump across the road. Just here, if they're ever going to jump out, it's usually behind this bush right here. Salt Lake just over there, just off the side of the road. Behind that Salt Lake is another part of the lake, but it's usually dried out. This area can be such a mixture. Still, it's really pretty to look at, isn't it? Home is where the heart is, and this is where my heart is, in the Wimmera region of northern Victoria. Coming home, it's always nice to be home. Well, I hope everyone's enjoyed looking at the bit of scenery today. It just gives people an idea of where Kelly and I live, and I always enjoy showing a bit of the countryside and the wildlife. Well, if you like our channel, please subscribe.